Energy links are the main currency or money in one's human, which you're gonna need a whole lot of to purchase new blueprints, quick travel efficiently, crafting and upgrading gear, or even resetting your talents. And what if I told you that there is an insane farming method which allows you to literally get rich quick? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's your man 4am again, back with a new guide filled with essential tips and tricks to get all the energy links you will ever need, so you never have to worry about getting broke in the game by farming precious resources. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Earlier today, I went on a humble mining trip, which resulted in a whole lot of silver, got my hands on a total of 18 bars. And guys, I kid you not, this amount translates to a whopping plus 100,000 energy links. 108 to be exact, which basically is your quick way to getting rich in the game. Not only silver, but also gold and starchrome nodes can be found, make an absurd amount of money. So the thing I'm gonna say next does make sense. There is a cap on selling items and making a certain amount of money every week, which we're gonna get to in a second. But first, of course, you want to know how and where can I get my hands on these precious resources. You know what? Let's take silver as an example. It's already pretty challenging to find, while it's also the most common one out of the three. In front of us, we currently have two tin nodes, which are identical to each other. If we jump on top, you can see that these have a perfect round shape, while silver actually looks a little bit different. It does come with the same textured color, let's say, while on the sides we have this block. I think right now it's a little bit easier to see it, but you can tell that it's definitely not a nice circular shape. So if you're searching for silver, always make sure to hunt for that more natural look with the stone on the sides. If you mine this, and yes, I have a special tool for this one, which I'm going to share with you guys in a second, we get a nice amount of silver, which of course we can process into ingots. 30 silver ore equals to 1 ingot, so right now we almost have enough for 3 ingots. Just 3 ingots is already worth 18,000 energy links, so yes, that's already a whole lot of money. Earlier today, I also decided to explore this new region and visit all the different teleportation towers in it to make quick travel in the future so much more efficient. And while I was doing this, I spent some time traveling from A to B in probably the most unlogical way possible. I barely ever took the main road, but this also allowed me to find 3 different gold nodes, and these actually come with a sell value which is twice as high compared to silver. Instead of 6,000, these bars go for 12,000 each. So definitely interesting to get your hands on if you're already a little bit further in the mid or late game. Anyways, let's quickly check out all the requirements, what you need for this farm to make it as fast and efficient as possible and even double your yield, which I'm going to share in the very end. The essentials are pretty simple. You don't need to be on a high level. First, pick up smelting essentials. Copper pickaxe I think already is enough, but I recommend you to first focus on bronze crafting and make those bronze pickaxes, because with this you can definitely break the majority of nodes in the first zones, while of course if you want to start breaking gold and maybe even the starchrome nodes, you want to make your way down the list. Take electro refining, aluminum ingots and the alloy pickaxes, which allows you to break these higher level nodes. Not essential, but optional to make this even more efficient, pick up chainsaws and also the electric drills, as this is the fastest way how you can break these nodes and get your hands on the precious resource. So if you're just getting started and want to farm silver in the early zone, I think the copper or bronze pickaxe will suffice, while if you want to make that sweet drill to make all this much more efficient, you also want to get your hands on storage batteries and aluminum ingots. For these batteries, you want to check out the logistics tab, scroll down a little bit and check out solar generator to the left. After you've picked that one up, you can also make the electrical kit and check it out. There you will have the storage battery. Once you've gathered the resource, you're not yet done right here. We're gonna have to process them into ingots, and unfortunately this is not possible with the regular furnace. Instead, you're also gonna need the electric furnaces, which we also picked up with the infrastructure Memetic electro refining right here. after you've placed it in your base, it's still possible you won't see the recipe or you can't make the ingots, which means you simply haven't unlocked the specialization yet. Very important, and I also missed this one at the very beginning. Click the icon in the top left of the screen where you can pick up the Memetic specializations. I already have 7 out of 10, but this is where you can basically pick up all sorts of interesting upgrades for your character. It is possible, by the way, that you have another specialization right here. This is where you simply want to reset. If you do that, it's going to cost you some consumables, which I apparently no longer have. But when I did this, I had the option afterwards to choose precious metal refining, which allows us to smelt gold and silver ores into ingots using the electric furnace. Ingots can be sold for a large number of energy links. So that exactly is what you're going to need to basically have it show up in your electric furnace. So now that we've covered all the essentials, let's check out an amazing farm spot where you can get your hands on hundreds of silver in no time. I absolutely love this specific teleportation tower. Let me quickly show you why. As if we enter this area, well, around us we have nodes all over the place. Aluminum ore, tin ore, and sometimes also some silver ore hidden in the distance. Sometimes it can even pop up right in front of us. But for this method, you want to use the switch ruled spawn manipulation trick, which allows you to spawn in all sorts of different resources in the area. You will see different types of buildings, other players' creations, let's say, while this can also give you a chance of finding some deviants in the area, but also the precious resources we're after. So right now we're going to World 3, which is another phase or instance, which also comes with a chance of finding rare stuff. Like, look at that. Deviated potatoes. We've got some deviated saffron, which actually sells for 1,000 credits. And you're simply going to keep doing this until you see some silver. And sometimes it can take some time, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We just found the silver. So that right there is aluminum, definitely brighter compared to silver, but this is our precious resource. We just got our hands on enough for 2 more ingots, which is 12,000 more energy links. But let me quickly show you another one. So this right here is the first teleportation tower. I decided to place an icon right next to it and call it Silver Farm. It's actually west of the Monolith of Thirst, while if we go a little bit to the east, also the Tall Grass Inn right here, this is where we can find another one. Silver Farm right there, a teleportation tower which is a little bit northwest of Highlands. You know what? Let's start with World 4. I always like to go on places which are probably less crowded compared to like server 1 or 2. These are the most crowded ones, but every now and then you should be able to spot some silver. I've been doing this for a while, so I know what to focus on. Does it look like we've got some in the distance? But oh, wait a second. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, already is the silver. So after just a couple seconds, we know what to focus on. And bam, there we go. We've got some more silver, probably enough for 2 more bars. So all we need to do right now is walk back to that teleportation tower, change the face, and give it another shot. Who knows, there's going to be even more silver in the area. That's iron right there. Well, doesn't look like it. Anyways, a sniper is definitely going to make this hunt a little bit easier. Wait a second, that's another silver in the secondary world. And voila, that's some more silver right there. Oh yeah, baby, World 6 also silver. That is crazy. I'm gonna have to be honest, guys, this doesn't happen often. You usually find like 2 or 3 nodes every 10 server hops, let's say. So 20, maybe 30% chance you will come across a node, but this is already 3 times in a row. I also quickly checked out Worlds 7, 8, 9, and 10, but unfortunately we didn't find anything right here. But still 3 silver nodes, and I currently have 300 ore in total, which translates to another 10 bars or 60,000 energy links. Some of you guys are probably wondering, why do you get this many every time when you harvest? Because if I break them with my tool, I only get like 4 silver each. Well, this is because we also have a specific perk unlocked, a specialization in our Memetics tab. If we quickly check it out, This one improves the yield by 100% when mining for not only gold ore, but also silver and stardust ore, with specifically the electric drill. So you want to craft this tool to make this farm as efficient as possible. If we quickly check out supplies workbench right here, you can see that in the tools menu, the electric drill always comes with this bonus if you have the specialization unlocked. Again, it is pretty expensive to craft, while if you already have access to the storage battery and aluminum ingots, you should be totally fine. Anyways, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you need to know to get your hands on precious resources and make an insane amount of energy links in no time. Even so many that you won't be able to sell them because you will simply reach the weekly limit in just a couple hours. Guys, big thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the content. And of course, share your thoughts, maybe even questions or suggestions for future videos in the comments down below. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. I want to wish you an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Peace.